welcome to Dave's Think Tank. A few months ago I was playing the Vector and a ball got stuck right here under the pop bumper, which is not that unusual. Balls tend to get stuck, and I just came to the side, gave it a quick hip check, the ball came loose and I continued playing. Then a couple days later it got stuck in the same place, and then again and again and more frequently, until it got to the point where I couldn't avoid it anymore. I had to take a look and figure out what was going on. I took a look to see if I could figure out what was happening and found that the pop bumper, constantly slamming down on the ball to shoot it out, had removed all the paint from the playfield and had begun to dig a shallow trench that the ball was falling into. So I filled it in with a bit of plastic wood, sanded it smooth, and fortunately it was an area that was almost all black, so I painted it with a bit of glossy black, and I was done. Until a couple of weeks ago when the ball stopped in the same place. And again, and again, and I took a look and the pop bumper was chipping out all the wood fill that I'd put in, and about half the trench was back. I could do the same fix again, but that seemed pointless if it was only going to last a few weeks. So I looked on the internet to see what's the latest thing in playfield protection, which is where I came across playfield protectors. These are big sheets of thin, hard plastic that are sold by a company in Germany. They ship them to you in a huge reinforced envelope. You pull everything off your playfield, lay this down, put your machine back together, and you're done. It doesn't even need to be glued, which is something I like, non-permanent fixes. Except, I don't want to wait weeks for an international shipment to arrive. I want it fixed now. And then I thought, how hard can it be to make my own playfield protector? The area I plan to protect is slightly less than 8.5 by 11, which is tremendously helpful in finding materials readily available. Remember when we used to do presentations using an overhead projector and transparency sheets? I bought this box of sheets back in the early 90s, about a week before PowerPoint was invented, and probably haven't used even 2 or 3 of them. But that's okay, because one of these sheets is going to be my new playfield protector. It's not hard plastic, but that may be better, because the problem is a powerful pop bumper is smashing the playfield repeatedly, and flexible plastic may just do a better job of surviving. I checked and they still sell these things for some reason. The first step is to create a paper version of my protector. Now, I could take off all the playfield pieces to fit the template easily, but that's too much effort, especially for an idea where I have no idea if it's even going to work. So I'm going to do it one edge at a time, laying the paper over the area, marking it, and cutting it. I found the easiest way to do this is just to score the paper with your fingernail. Just marking it against the playfield plastics and other border identifiers. And that is very well identified. You can just cut it out. Now, when your template is complete, don't cut out the switches or rollover buttons. We'll do those on the final protector to make sure they're in the exact right place. Now lay your template on top of the transparency. Tape all around the edges, making sure it's all held down. Take your scissors, cut out all the way around the template as closely as you can, and when you pull it away, you will have your protector. Then fit the protector in place. You may find you need to do some final adjustments. Now mark those rollover buttons and switches using a pen. Use a box cutter to cut them out, or just to get them started and complete them with scissors. Any remaining pen marks can be removed with isopropyl alcohol. Now you can fill any areas to be covered by the protector. Wood fill and paint as necessary, and be sure to clean the entire area thoroughly. So fit your new protector in place. And you're done. I'm really glad I have enough pieces holding it in place that I don't have to use glue. I'm going to try this out for a few weeks or months and see how I like it. So far it doesn't interfere with gameplay at all, and it's an additional layer of protection for this area, which was just paint on bare wood. The big question, I suppose, is will it protect against damage from the pop bumper?
Analysis computer, show your vector game plan.